Okay. Volume's probably really messed up on my microphone. I need to adjust it in real time. Okay, it's gonna be a weird testing period. Let me do this. Hopefully there's no echo. Wait, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Please don't die. Relica ult? I need to speak for testing purposes.
Patching up. Stay alert.
So I'm trying to adjust my mic volume. Yo, what's up, Jewel? What's up, bro? Oh my gosh, I'm like losing track of everything. I'm juggling too many things. My voice might be too loud compared to the game. Target locked.
The name of the pack will echo across the land. Best thing I've done today.
A definitive outcome achieved through strong teamwork.
Maybe it's okay. Maybe it's okay. I might even be too low now. Hold on. Sounds good to you? Let me turn it up like 0.3 dB and we'll just leave it at that and see what happens. Dude, audio is weird as always. Dude, I haven't been streaming either, man. I think it sounds okay. I will adjust if needed. We'll adjust if needed. I had to do a lot in OBS with like microphone filters to try and make it sound better. It's not like the filters do a lot. It's just like, yo, what's up, Lamore? Yo, welcome. It's not like the filters like drastically change anything. It's mostly like needed for how do you even describe it? Like fixing certain noises, so brings loud noises kind of down and brings quiet sounds like up, and then like noise gating so that certain things in the periphery are not picked, things like that. And then you have to kind of like adjust things so your voice doesn't sound like hollow or echoey or whatever, which I felt like it kind of was for a while, but I don't know, maybe that's just, I don't know, dude, audio is just weird. Audio is just weird. Oh, bro, guys, are we playing Enfield? What are we playing these days? Are we playing anything? Oh my god, everything's full. Everything's full. They probably can't even upgrade that, whatever. Bro, I don't know. Let's just start knocking stuff out. Let's just start doing stuff. Noise canceling is witchcraft to you? Bro, it's like audio is so weird too, because for your own voice, like the way that your own voice sounds is gonna sound different to how like other people hear it, and it sounds different to how the microphone's gonna pick it up. Because physics lesson, I guess, like because like sound is all about vibrations through the air, something like that. And when you speak, like your vocal cords kind of like vibrate or something. So it kind of alters your own perception of your own voice because the vibrations like interact with each other, something like that. Some like witchcraft like that. Guys, physics like physics and science just have to be like made up, right? They really expect us to believe this stuff is real.
I'm really sorry. Just released the
I warned you before. Don't touch the fucker valve. Do you know how to?
Yo, what's up, Diamond Dog? What's up? Good to see everybody. It's so easy to mess up audio stuff too. Yeah, yeah. And well, because I tried to do a little testing in the first few minutes of the stream, but like I'm probably gonna listen back and be like, oh my god, I can't believe everyone had to sit there and listen to that for the entire like 3 hours. Like if the game sounds too quiet, compared to my voice, just let me know. Or if it's too loud, or if it like doesn't sound even, you know what I mean? Yo, what's up, Hippo? My goat lives? Yo, what's up? What's up? Good to see everybody. Guys, I'm telling you guys, going into the summer, okay? Going into the summer, there's gonna be some major consistency in the channel, I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you guys.
But this is most wonderful. Your presence is very reassuring. Everyone...
Tian Shibu, get briefed.
Yes. Chan Shijuan.
Trying to work on some videos. Oh, also, the other thing that might happen with the audio is if my voice like suddenly peaks, it might like blow out the fucking it might like blow out the speakers. So like let me know if that happens, because there's a certain thing I need to adjust. I feel like I adjusted it, but I don't want to like blow out anybody's eardrums, you know what I mean?
Energy fluctuations.
Yo, what's up, Zell? Unk remembered how to turn on the stream?
Audio samples are analyzed.
Okay, you're joking, but like unironically, it actually feels really weird. Like if you haven't streamed for a while,
the sample scope.
like even if I step away for a few days, or if I don't do it for a few days, and then I go to turn it back on, it just feels so weird. It's almost like surreal. It's like I can't believe I'm about to like live stream. It's like such a weird feeling. Like doing all like the prep work, like writing like the titles and like going live and everything, like still feels weird.
No longer usable. Right now, none of the mentors who designed the Fahrenheit Heart are here.
Like the game, like on my headphones, the game feels quiet.
Tian Shibu, mind if we use Techno Protocol to adjust the cardiograph?
Yeah, the game is like way quieter than my microphone. All right, Perlica, give me a noise sample.
When I learned about these instruments, perhaps I can help you filter out the noise.
Music to my ears. Once you're done, try some audio.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. True science is fake. The Earth is both flat and and is hollow to the core. Oh, okay. Gotcha. That's smart. Holy. I dated a witch, would not recommend. Like a real witch. Like you dated someone that like really called themselves like a witch and like does witchcraft and stuff. Okay, Perlica, give me a noise sample.
This is the audio scanner of the
Or Buwan. Buyan.
Now for the best locations. Let's go for these three.
Seems fine to you. Could increase the volume.
The technological production office.
I feel like the game is too quiet compared to my microphone.
My deductive algorithms came up with these locations.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The easiest for collecting suitable audio samples.
Yeah, it's of Ghost. You're gonna do the new map? I'm hopefully gonna get to unlock it. I'm just like doing...
Endman.
I have so much to do. I really haven't been playing as much as I...
Operating logic should now be similar to our standard
Orlica,
standards.
thank you for the audio
You should
sample.
be
Let me
able to
just...
master it quickly.
I feel like my voice is just so loud and like imposing.
Oops, you caught that?
Maybe that's just like a naturally deep,
Traveling solo.
authoritative
If you like it,
voice or something. I don't
Sing
know.
another one just for you.
Turn that down. Maybe I'll turn my microphone down a bit. Or parody. That's a good word. Just recently started Enfield and binged a couple of your videos and really enjoyed them and your takes. Yo, thank you. Yo, pound that. Yo, thank you for watching the videos and everything. Thanks for tuning into the stream too. Good to see you. Yeah, dude, I have fun. I have fun making the videos actually. Especially like the... Let me just make sure it's on. Yeah, especially like I've been doing the video essays and stuff and I've been enjoying that. I'm having a lot of fun doing that. I'm gonna keep doing that, I think. I'm trying to get to a point where I can stream and make videos, do like both of them consistently. And I'm on this weird like Silver Palace binge right now, which is like a really random time to be doing this.
Well, use the audio scanner and see what sounds it collects.
Do I just use the scanner? Yeah. Really weird time to be like on a Silver Palace craze, because like there's, you know, the beta happened like in January and nothing's been actually like going on and no like new news is out, but I've just like felt like making videos about it. So but I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna make more Enfield videos too. I'm kind of like really into Enfield, and like, dude, if Silver Palace comes out and it's good, then we'll see. Do you see they announced the new dev update stream? Yeah, they did, which is good because I feel like we are in this kind of like slow period with Enfield news. I need someone to speak again so I can compare voices. I feel like the last time they did the dev stream, it was like, wasn't it just like a week or like a few days before like the actual new patch was supposed to drop? And I feel like they're doing it earlier now, which I think is good because they probably want to like build hype or something. This guy's getting lanced. Still haven't figured out when the stream is going to be happening in UTC +2. Oh, when that stream is supposed to be happening? I think usually they have the streams like if you're in the United States, it'll be like really early in the morning because they have them like, you know, at a reasonable like time for China, you know. Looking forward to the continuation of the Silver Palace shill arc. Yo, pound it again. Based. We love the Silver Palace shill arc, dude.
What does the core AIC area sound like? I wonder.
Let's try listening to it.
For Silver Palace videos make me want to check the game out. It's, yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's, I mean, that's super cool that my videos kind of like make people excited for the game. I do, but the thing for Silver Pass is like, maybe it's like a bad time to be building up hype because like we have no idea like when we're getting any like news for it or when there's going to be a new beta. I mean, it could be like months and months. So like, I don't know. It's a weird time, but I don't know what made me want to do that. I have 2 more Silver Palace videos that I want to make because there's 2 more topics I want to talk about. But then after that, I don't know how much more there is to like really talk about. And that's the 2 videos are about the game mode, the like Elden Ring Night Rain kind of similar game mode, and the story and like the world and the setting. And I want to compare it to like Lord of Mysteries. I think it's super cool. But those are the things that are like exciting me the most. They're probably aware that people are dying for literally any news. Yeah, for Enfield, you mean? Yeah. They have some sort of dumb schedule when the Chinese stream is actually airing earlier than on global? Oh, interesting. Interesting.
Getting close, Endman. Let's perform an audio scan here.
I'm gonna maybe get into like a story quest where there's a lot of dialogue, and I'm gonna test the like audio stuff again. Yo, what's up, Soup? What's up? What's up? Just realized you pre-registered for Silver Palace on the 18th of May, 2025, exactly a year ago. Yeah, dude. God, it's been so long, dude. It's been so long. There has to, I mean, I don't know. If the beta was in January, I think the game was looking pretty good, although it was still obviously very early. And though it like that beta in January was not like like Enfield CBT2 where it's like a month before the game comes out. That was like a CBT1 or even like an alpha or something like that. So they still have a ways to go. But it is reassuring that it was kind of looking that good that early, you know what I mean? Officially, EN is 3 to 4 hours after CNJP and other areas? Oh. Weird. Playing Enfield, but Supa's been saying it's dog shit and doesn't live up to the current Arknights. Oh my god, bro. There's just... Dude, like... Enfield discourse, like... like we've officially reached just like absolute dog shit. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what's up, V-Bucks Hunter? What's up? What's up, bro? Like I think we're at the point with Enfield where like the tourists have kind of checked out, but the like I don't even know what Supa's supposed to be. I don't know if he's like a satire, or if he's like a rage bait channel or a satire channel or whatever the hell he's supposed to be. Like if he plays a character, or if that's just like who he is. Like I don't know.
How's your the cardiograph generated?
I don't know how serious to even take him. So
whenever I hit a scientific bottleneck, I just
where
find
they're
a
speaking.
nice
Hold
place
on.
for tea. Inspirations tend to hit me when I'm relaxed.
It's so quiet for my. I mean, my volume is gonna be different than what y'all hear.
Your team should try the new blends of Wule.
I will, Bouillon. Yeah, I'm replying to you because I need to test audio parity. Can you say something else, please? No, the admin's just gonna be silent. That's cool.
Tianshipu, is there a problem with validation?
I feel like I've kind of like before I felt like my mic, it felt like hollow almost, but I feel like I've kind of fixed it.
Yes.
but it still feels a little loud compared to this. I'm gonna turn desktop up just like a little bit more. Okay.
江雪哥 tested it. The fixed audio frequency I gave
La-
did keep the
Llama's
burn, but
VA?
heart energy dissipation
This is
stable.
Llama's VA? This NPC?
The heart did run for a while, but we got anomalous energy dissipation after 10 minutes.
It'll never live up to anything. I've said this in a Mephisto's video comment section, but I've never actually heard any definition of the so-called potential. Dude, that's the thing about the whole like people who say potential game. I wish they would like make some actual videos that I could maybe react to, we could watch. Is there like a new video that we could watch? Fuck it. Why would you play the game when you can just get rage baited instead? Because like,
Where exactly is the problem?
you just don't see much actual. I don't know. Like I've said this before, and it sounds really
Can't you do?
harsh,
You alright?
but I think that a lot of times people like think they're like sounding more maybe like sophisticated and academic with their criticism than they actually are, and a lot of times it basically just boils down to I don't like this thing, but like that's like what they're basically saying, but then you know.
Rain. Splattering rain.
Supa is the most hated Arknights YouTuber. Supa's whole brand is Arknight's most hated YouTuber, so maybe he's finally trying to actually be the most hated YouTuber. Okay, so he's just trying to like rage bait, basically. Is that it? People just say it's a potential game, yet they can never actually draw a line as to what's living up to a potential, as what living up to that potential would look like.
I loved the sound of rain when I was a child. It moves with the clouds and can be anything from soft to loud.
The game always seems super quiet too.
Perhaps
I
the
don't know.
hermit heart doesn't need a fixed frequency. What about a bundle of changing frequencies?
That's interesting that you say that,
I must
Beyond.
validate this right now.
You should validate that.
I just need to find something that keeps changing.
You should find something like that.
Where should we go next?
Muted? Oh sheesh, okay. What did I miss? Or what did I? So it was like half rage bait, half actual opinion, but it's impossible to tell what's what half the time. Hopefully, I forgot what I read with the mic off. Yeah, professional streamer moment. Yeah. Yeah, so Supa had a 1.2 review video, and Mephisto had a newer one. I think I saw some of Mephisto's. I think I saw that one. It was a rage bait video with some genuine dumbass points. Bro. Like, is there any
constant
purpose
rainfall provided
anymore?
An extended duration of constant changes. This, I believe, is the sample we've been looking for.
Like, I think, dude, I think Arknights, or maybe I'll say Arknights Enfield, just got some of the most, like, dog shit CCs. Like, I don't know, dude. Is that too harsh? Is that a harsh thing to say? Maybe that is a little too harsh, actually. Maybe I didn't mean that. But who knows? Who
I'm
knows?
confident that this will work. Perhaps the key to sustaining the firm at heart isn't the one unchanging element.
I think one thing I hear a lot is like,
the same can be said of the city.
like what do y'all think about this? The thing that I hear all the time, even from, I think I heard it from like Mephisto and Moose, is that like Enfield has no content, right? So like, what are we feeling on that? How are we feeling on like the no content thing?
Dynamic modulation of energy dissipation.
It's a bit harsh, yeah.
This is the only way to
I take it back.
sustain Fahrenheit heart operations.
I take it back.
Yeah.
No, it's been pretty
A lot
awful,
of very
TBH.
hard science.
Quite unexpected, but worth a try. I'm curious to see the results.
Perlica, you're the goat for speaking up so that I can test some audio. Hold up, my. I'm gonna turn the game up just like a little bit more. All right, let's bro, I don't know. Hopefully that's good.
The unexpected is also a part of scientific work.
No content, there's not really a lot to do. Imagine taking Supa seriously, just listen to what he says and move on. Imagine getting rage baited. Yeah, I don't, like, we reacted to some videos on stream, but I don't know if I'd ever watch a Supa video just because, I don't know. Like, cause like the state of, no, there are some good CCs, you know, there are some good CCs that cover Enfield, but like, the brand of CC where it's just like calling everything dog shit all the time is just like, it really just my favorite content, you know what I mean? It's really just my favorite content. Everything is terrible and awful all the time, literally all the time. When it comes to like, yeah, when it comes to like having stuff to do, see, like what I've been doing, what I've been playing in my free time is Elden Ring Night Rain, because like Elden Ring Night Rain is a game that I talk about it a lot in like the videos and stuff, and obviously it has like an influence on like how I look at games and stuff, but it's just like so incredibly replayable that if I just want to hop on and play, like I'll play some of that. And then when it comes to gachas, they kind of operate more on like the content treadmill strategy, where they'll just like launch you a bunch of content, you'll play it, you'll chew through it, and then, you know, maybe you finish it by the time the next batch launches, maybe you don't. So like, I don't know, like Enfield could potentially, they might have like their replayable mode, but I don't know. I don't know when they're gonna do it. It might be a while. I don't even know if a contingency contract is gonna be necessarily replayable. You know what I mean? This is what I want to do. I want to get this. I'm gonna go Gamba really fast. Let me hit this. Let me hit this random 6-star in this ticket. Yeah, yeah. Calling a game with 100+ hours of high quality main story content doesn't compute. Oh. Knowing HG, they're doing something. HG, they probably are doing something. That's the, you know, that's the thing. They probably are working on something. They're cooking something up. Did I hit that every time you pull, you have to go and do this every time to get rid of the red dot? Is like what is this? Is this a browser thing? Whoa, what the heck? Yeah, it's a web event. Okay, I can't even do that on stream. I can do that. I can work on this. This is a thing I have to do. This is a thing I have to do. Is this a photo taking thing? I think there could be more, sure, but saying there's no content after you burn through it the day it comes out is just dumb. What they actually mean to say is there's no repeatable content, but I probably don't want the kind of repeatable content they want. The thing is like repeatable like NTE has replayable content. You know, you can drive Uber for like 6 hours if you want to. You know what I'm saying? You can just drive Uber for 12 hours. And you know, you grind it, you know? But like, I don't want to grind that. I don't want to grind like Tetris and like food delivery and Uber and Mahjong and fucking, you know what I mean? Like, I just kind of don't want to do that. So like, technically there's like grinding in that game, but not all grinding is created equal. Guys, that's why I keep talking about Elden Ring Night Rain, because Night Rain has those RNG relic like artifact pieces, and it's like RNG, but like obviously there's no energy system, so you're not time gated, but also it's just different because like getting good pieces does open up new builds, but it's not like you need them to enjoy the game, you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm playing the game because I enjoy it, and when I get stuff, it can like add to my enjoyment by maybe letting me try new builds so I can play the game in a different way. But the point of the game is not to grind the relics. The point is like to play and have fun, and then you get the relics and the build options by just like playing, you know? So like, I don't really want to like, you know, drive Uber for 10 hours so I can like buy an apartment and then put my anime gotcha woman inside of the apartment, and you know what I'm saying? Like, that wasn't really, I was not the target audience for that. We have to catch up on the chat. Yeah, some CCs I'm seeing saying they want weekly updates with Unreal Monuments or Edge Space, but Arcanized players don't want weekly chores. Yeah. Like, I think adding just like an arbitrary weekly refresh to some things is not the play. Probably make something like integrated strategies for replayability. Smugslav? Why can't I say that? Mephisto and Analytical Vibes are making great content. Not a fan of Volpes? Okay, alright, yeah. Kooky also, yeah. Yeah. You like Supa, but his takes on Enfield are just filled with malice for no reason. Dude, I think that's kind of like something I'm over. Like this brand of content to me died when like Saints relevance died. And that's like the kind of like super like hateful and angry content, you know, like rant filled, like malice filled, you know, agenda driven, just like hateful. Like maybe those are like genuine feelings, but like I don't want to listen to that. You know what I mean? Like that's cool. Like that's cool if you feel that way, but like I'm good on that personally. Like I just think in general, as like a community, if you can call it gacha people, like space a community or whatever, as like a group, I just feel like in
Recent equipment faults resulted in several cases of
Might be running low on freaking Friday. I'm calling things on the equipment. Thanks a lot.
being worse for the secret reasons.
Office is off. You're right. Can't keep outspending our brand.
Greetings.
what happened to okay, it's on. I didn't even turn it off when I sneezed. Guys, what is happening? What is happening? I missed the button. How can you be a fan of someone who doesn't make content, SMH? Wait, who are we talking about? I know you're not talking about me, right? EEG, who's EEG? Who's EEGG? Or do you mean he, or do you mean what? Still does frequent Saint stuff. Who? Is that a person? EEGG? Eeg? They still do Saint stuff? That's my streamer? Keep it muted? Alright, mods, can we like take out the fucking trash, please? Dang, wait, this is a huge chunk. Because on the last BP, I didn't finish all the missions, which at the end, I realized probably cost me like... I mean, 30 times like maybe like 120 or something like that, you know? 120 berries? Which is bad. Why is this still red? Oh my god, there's... Oh, wait, nice. Wait, so this was a good event? I got 900 for like running around Dijon and taking some pictures? That was pretty chill. Are you sure it's on? Wait, yeah, okay, my mic is on. Yes, it's on. Eeg's recent Enfield video didn't go down well with Enfield community. I don't know. I've never seen this person. They've never come across my feed. EEGG. Field. Okay. Is this the one? Is Arknight's Enfield completely failing and having good content? the lack of punctuation is vexing me. I haven't even finished this, dude. I remember I got stun locked in Wuling the other time because dude, you need like a quest to go over here, and I completely don't even know how to get this. I'm just gonna Google it. Kindred souls who share a vision. There's a third quest under the Ponderous Load mission series. The quest is under Chapter 2, Process 6 of the main is under this, located in Wuling City. How to unlock. Completing the previous main mission quest, Peace Patience makes greatness. Oh, is this new? Oh, this is part of the new thing. Oh. So like, how do I get up here? This is like all closed off. This is like completely closed off. Do I have to go through here or something? Like, I don't... Drama slot page, it seems. Eeg. Hippo says he's not a fan of you. Okay. Just like speaking and just like causing a chaos in the chat. Okay, let me open this. I accidentally closed this tab. Let me see this. All right. Nice page. Nice page. Eeg usually has okay takes, but that video on Enfield didn't sit well with me. Should we watch it, guys? How did everybody see this video? How did everybody see this video? I mean, it's got like 4,000 views, so like everybody's seen it but me?
What is...
Let me look at the comments. Oh wait, it's Malik's. Wait, all right, this is one of our people. Doesn't care about doing factory event, doesn't care about replaying Umbral Monuments on his own to get better. Doesn't mention new zone that just released and you can expand your factory. There's nothing to do if you do nothing. Is that accurate? I like him in general, but didn't agree with that one. Egg wants Umbral to be like TOA of Wua. You can see why Enfield players got mad. Oh my god, no fucking way, dude. Wait, like with a timer and everything, or like with like a bi-weekly refresh? Like what is that? Like what? Bro, should we just watch it? Everybody knows about it but me. Should we just watch it?
What's going on with our...
Just watch it? Okay, let me swap the thing over. Let me swap the screen over here. Let me make sure I do this right. Okay. My cam might be in the way, but
What is going on?
what is going on? He did say he didn't want to touch his factory, so he didn't even do the factory quest. I don't know, I'd rather just get dailies out of the way and play something else if no major content is available, over having to farm a combat stage for weekly rewards that are piss easy anyway. Yeah, I feel like the arbitrary bi-weekly refresh thing is not the way to go, like, at all. Like that's just like, yeah, it's just like giving more chores. It's not like it's not creating content. Like, it gives you a reason to play the Umbral stages again, but you know.
On with Arknight's Enfield right now? What
Guys,
is going on with
as always, let me know about the volume if it's too loud or whatever.
Arknight's Enfield right now?
Or not loud
There is
enough.
almost really nothing to do in this game, and it's been like that for the past week or so. This patch has been going on for how long at this point?
Okay, this is something else I'm gonna say. I know we're already reacting. Another, like, 5-hour react for a 10-minute video, LOL. But like the this thing, guys, about like insert X game, there's nothing to do, is like the story of literally every single live service game in like the history of video games. Like, I think that's just like a perspective that we need to understand, is that like I have been tapped into Bungie news recently because Marathon is like a complete and abject failure by all for all intents and purposes. Like, hold on, look at this. Hold on, I'm on the right tab. Okay. Marathon Steam charts. Marathon, 9,600 players, 10,200, 24-hour peak. LOL. Anyway, so like, basically, like in any live service ever, there's always it's like Schrodinger's there's nothing to do, right? Like, or Schrodinger's, what's the perfect term for this? Schrodinger's like unsatisfied gamer or something. Like like at any given time, there's always nothing to do for somebody. You know what I mean? There's always nothing to do. There's never anything to do. Except unless it's like the first 3 days of the patch. So what are we doing? What's going on?
And really, we've had so little to do in this patch, I've been barely playing this game. 1.2 has been running for over a month, just over a month now. The release date for Enfield 1.2 was April 17th or April 16th, depending where you're located, and it is currently the 16th, so it has been a month, and it feels like there has been almost nothing to do. And yes, there has been some minor events that you can do, or Umbra Monument, but Umbra Monument...
Enfield, it feels worse because it's a 50-day long patch. Yeah, I mean, like typical gacha patches are like, what's it called? 42 days or something, right? Yeah, 42 days. I've been looking at some Marathon content, positive and negative. Makes you think of Enfield in a way. Yeah, the thing about Marathon is like, I mean, I feel bad, I guess, for people. I mean, the thing is, like, Bungie, they have like a year's worth of content at least coming to them, but Bungie as a company is just completely, you know, has like no goodwill, has like negative, has like bad will, like, you know. I agree in general, we need more content, but if we had 2 more days worth of content, then the complaints would just start 2 days later. I mean, you know, nobody complains. Do people complain like in Wuthering Waves and Genshin that we have no content? You know? are there like, as every other gacha? Because like you could at any gacha at any given moment, you could go to them and be like, oh, there's nothing to do in this game because you know, like I'm playing HSR and it's like if I wasn't playing like Elden Ring Night Rain and I just want to sit, if every time I sat down to play a video game I just played a gacha game, then like I would do all the content, you know. Like the lack of content is more due to HG trying to figure out what works and what does not. Yeah. I feel like the feeling that I get from HG is like that there's necessarily not much like urgency, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I feel like in China, Enfield is doing really well. China and Japan and all that stuff. Enfield's just like doing well. So it feels like there's this weird thing where like some of these CCs who keep asking for more content like feel like there's this sense of urgency. Like if there's not a major like change and then in the 1.3, then I'm out of here. I'm gone. I'm dropping this game. And like literally everyone else is just like, oh, you know, yeah, it's you know, it's fine. You know, so it's like there's like some people going through like an existential crisis and everyone else is just kind of chilling. So kind of weird. Last patch was short and this one's long. Is there a reason they didn't equalize it? I don't know. Maybe they just, is that typical for HG to do in Arknights, or do they just kind of like fuck it, we ball and just kind of do whatever they want with patch length? Or I don't know. Yeah, it's only 1 week longer than a standard patch. Yeah. Yeah. Enfield's doing well in China, but a lot of it is very similar issues with global. Oh, sorry. Enfield is doing well, but in China, a lot of it is very similar issues. So you're saying in China, and the CN side, they have the same issues as global? Yeah, I don't know. How do I put this? Like with Enfield, like Enfield is probably one of my favorite gachas. Probably is my favorite gacha right now. Yeah, it is. It is my favorite gacha right now. But I don't necessarily like you know, not every day I want to sit down. I want to like play like hours of Enfield. If they had like that game mode, if they had that game mode or sauce or whatever, I would sit down and play it more. But I'm also not like knocking that. Like it's not like I'm gonna sit here and say it's terrible because it doesn't have that. Like, I don't know. I'm just a happy gamer because like I have other stuff I can do. You know, like I play Elden Ring Night Rain. I just play Night Rain. I just focus on getting good and grinding the ranked ladder of Night Rain. Like if Enfield had like a Night Rain game, like a game mode that gave you the same feeling, then I would grind it. But when it comes to like the content treadmill, I mean, I'm kind of fine with doing what they have. Like when I want to, I'll get to it. And then you have a certain amount of time, you know? They're just cooking right now? Yeah. Literally never seen a game that people have this narcissistic pathological need to announce they're thinking about leaving it or leaving the game for like Enfield. Dude, you know what's funny is you see that with a lot of like I've recently come around to using this word tourist more, and I feel like it's used a lot very broadly, but I feel like I've been noticing like when new gachas come out, like with NTE, it was like, you know, oh yeah, like when such and such game comes out, I'm dropping NTE for this. And it's like people announce that stuff all the time. I just don't take these people seriously. Like the game's not even out and you're like, oh yeah, I'm dropping this for that. It's like, why are you even playing it right now? Why are you playing NTE right now if you don't even like it enough? You know, I don't fucking know. I don't know. HE patch cycles, patch cycles are very arbitrary. Okay. I don't feel the game has a lack of content right now. At least as a person that works and plays other games, I feel happy with the amount we got. One thing with gacha games is that content has FOMO. Many of it's temporary events. Yeah. Yeah. I just don't feel like much FOMO when it comes to Enfield, which is good. Like I have like a comfortable relationship with it. Not playing it like a full-time job is always the right thing to do. Yeah, exactly. Like guys, what I'm saying is like I'm gonna make a video about Silver Palace because they have that one game mode that on paper reads very similar to the Night Rain game mode, and like I'm trying to spread the gospel of this like Night Rain game mode because I really think it could translate well to a gacha game because it just uses co-op very like in like a very genius way that I think is exactly what a gacha game needs to do. But basically, like if a game had that, I think there's potential to like grind it. But if they don't have it, I mean, like is there any middle ground between like playing a game like it's a full-time job and like, oh, this game has no content? Like it's either one or the other. It's like either I can play it 8 hours a day or it has no content, you know? What is the middle ground between those? It's a PK. NTE 1.1 stream on the 23rd. Yeah. Okay. Kind of curious what they'll do. They'll talk about. Fine with the lack of content as long as it's not mini games, which you just do to get pulls. Yeah. It's clear HG doesn't want to rush half-baked content. Yeah. That kind of makes, yeah, that's kind of how I feel too. Or that makes sense because they seem to be kind of like testing things in a little bit, but also very intentionally, you know? You browse some Billy videos with auto translate and sentiments are similar with a lot of the same arguments. Really, like the no content arguments. The word tourist feels very rude to you personally. It's like the person is full of themselves for playing a game for another person. For playing a game before other person? I don't know. That's not where it comes from. I think. I mean, the tourist thing is like not necessarily derogatory, but in terms of classification and understanding, it's like the type of player that will just like jump to like within, because they enjoy like the novelty of things, you know, rather than sticking out and like getting tied down, like finding like a home in a game. Like a lot of people with a live service, they look for like their home and they just kind of stay there. And some people just enjoy like the novelty of like trying new things. And then when the novelty wears off, it's like something new is coming out. So like, just go do that, you know? I don't call them tourists. I call them gacha colonizers. People who waltz in and want to change it to match what they want, with no respect to the game. I think it's funny when quote unquote like tourists kind of ask for things in a game when they're not going to be there anyway. You know, like nothing can really make them stay, but then they'll kind of like ask, and like usually what they're asking for is like not good. It's just like terrible. And would be like worse for the game and would just kind of like make it more casual and stuff. So I think that's why people view tourist as like negatively, because I don't know. I mean, it's kind of like not to make a generalization, but specifically what annoys me sometimes is the people who have no intention of like staying with the game anyway, but want it to like change to fit their very like basic taste, and then you know whether it changes or not doesn't really affect whether they stay or not. So you know, being a tourist is completely fine, by the way, but I don't see why they have to announce their departure from. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's fine. Get back into WoW for the Cyberpunk collab. You have high expectations. Yeah, I just never been into Cyberpunk, so it just doesn't really do it for me. I mean, it looks cool. Like the trailer was cool, and the characters look cool and stuff. As a genre, I've never been into Cyberpunk because it's just never been something that I've been like super interested in. I'm more into fantasy genre stuff. Like something about Cyberpunk, it just even like depresses me in a way because like this depiction of like that depiction of the future depresses me, which is like part of the theme of the genre. But like to me, it's so like it makes me uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Which I mean, like it's doing its job thematically, but. Middle ground is having a mode that doesn't reward premium currency and only basic things like credits and such that restarts weekly, but you have to make it. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, in alpha they had the roguelike mode, but they removed it because it wasn't built. Guys, maybe, because I keep talking about Night Rain, maybe I'll like stream a game of Night Rain at the end of the stream, and for people that don't really know what it is, I'll just walk through why it's such an interesting design for a game mode. Because it's like roguelike in a way, but it's like the most fun roguelike that I've experienced. And I don't play many roguelikes, so like I think if someone just plays a bunch of them, they may feel differently, but to me, like it gets the job done. So yeah, I think Robert, to what you're saying about tourist, it is sometimes used as like a derogatory, like shut up, don't care about your opinion thing, and you know, I don't mean it that way. It's like I kind of described it, but yeah. Reminds me of people asking for the ZZ TV mode removal. Many of them left and it crippled the game for a while. Okay. Listen, I played ZZZ from day one and I still play it today, and I'm glad they removed the TV mode. Personally, I'm happy with the TV mode removal. Me personally. I think they did a good job on that one. I don't know if it crippled the game necessarily. Log in to pick up free Rebecca at least? Okay, maybe. I mean, I have to install the game, I think, again. I think I uninstalled it for for storage. For my storage. If you watch Edge Runners, you'll definitely feel very sad at what happens. If Cyberpunk makes you uncomfortable, don't play Fallout and Stalker. I watched the Fallout TV show, and like I think it's supposed to make you feel uncomfortable. It's like it like satirizes, like, because Fallout satirizes a lot of like the worst aspects of like maybe like consumer culture in a way, and other things, but it's supposed to, like, that satire like in that way is supposed to make you uncomfortable, but yeah, I mean it's good. Like it has a lot of good things to say about, you know, theme wise. And I maybe should watch Cyberpunk Edge Runners. I've heard it's really good. Okay, sci-fi thing aside, Edge Runners is a really good show. When you have free time, just check it out. Okay. Okay. If you like Night Rain, play Raven Watch. Raven Watch. Raven Watch. Okay. Never played Night Rain, but the words I've heard people describe it is roguelike battle royale PvE. Kinda. Maybe we'll play a game later. Maybe we'll play a game later and you guys can see. Like, because there's so many things that actually translate to gacha well, and like first and foremost, it's the co-op, because in the co-op of Night Rain, they don't have like voice comms or text chat. It's all just like done like through the ping system, which is perfect for gachas because they don't want like text chat voice comms in gachas anyway, right? So it's the fact that like it's better. Like to me, the co-op is better because you can't communicate with your teammates. Honestly. You're crazy. Hollow Zero TV mode was a pretty good roguelike. I don't know. I didn't like it, but to each their own. The Fallout show is a blasphemy. It's as good as Avatar Last Airbender live action. Okay, Avatar Last Airbender live action is awful, both like Netflix and of course the movie, but Netflix is also terrible. But I thought the Fallout show was good, like pretty decent. It seemed to be like well received. Cyberpunk's supposed to feel uncomfortable. That's the idea. Yeah. I kind of get that. It's just like there's Cyberpunk 2077, the video game, and there's like Cyberpunk Edge Runners. There's also Blade Runner, the movie, which I think I saw a long time ago, which was good. All right.
Despite how
We're
much
supposed
I
to be reacting anyway.
like that mode, it is not a thing that you can repeatedly do for the entirety of the patch. Now, some people might enjoy themselves doing that, but they are most likely not the majority. It just feels like there's no actual reason to log on to Enfield. And with this being said, I just wanted to go in a little bit of depth with what is really going on with Enfield. And is there really not that much content going on in this game right now? And kind of how it feels right now being a person that really enjoys Arknight's Enfield. With the release of 1.2, we got obviously a new stage of Umbra Monument, and
due to that TV mode comment, I hope Silver Palace ends up being Wuthering Impactified. Feel my pain. Okay. This is just like vindictive behavior. I mean, this is just like some people just like to see the world burn. Like that just, I mean, if you want, I mean, if war is what you want, I mean, we can do that, but should I make like 10 videos calling out NTE for using AI? Do you think I don't know your weak points? You think I don't know? Should I make the AI NTE videos? I can do it. You know what I could do? I could use ChatGPT to write like 10 scripts for anti-AI NTE videos. Just so it feels even worse. Just so you don't know what I can do. You don't know the levels of what I can do. Egg, I like you, man, but we just had a new map right now, a new factory update, dead rose emoji. The timing of the release of this video isn't great and should have released a bit earlier when there was an actual content drought. Kind of funny. People complaining about no replayability or anything to do after doing the story act like Enfield is the only game they play. Like we've kind of talked about this earlier on with Enfield, and like I get that, you know, a game is supposed to like provide you with stuff to like actually do so you can play the game, because that's the point. But because there's like different live service models, right? Gachas operate on the content treadmill like service model, whereas, you know, games like Warframe, Helldivers 2, I guess Destiny 2, but like that's kind of dead. Like other live services, they're more like they're giving you replayable stuff, and then on a maybe more irregular basis or longer time frame, they're going to drop new stuff, you know? So I feel like gachas, like for so long, gachas have just been designed in a way where it's, look, if you really like gacha games, maybe you'll play like 2 or 3, you know, you'll just kind of like work through your content treadmill on each game. And then like their new content drops will be like spaced out. So like there's always kind of like things going on for you. And there's always like new stuff to do. And there's like a game like to grind through. There's a story to play, you know. I think that's just kind of like what the genre has been for a long time. You know, like with Destiny 2, like I hear the Destiny 2 players, all like, you know, 6 or 7 of them are really upset because there's like nothing to do in Destiny, so such and such, right? Which, like, there's probably stuff to do. It's just like they've done a whole bunch of that stuff already and they've gotten tired of it and they want new stuff. So that would be peak comedy, asking AI to say why AI is bad. Yeah. As long as you don't slander Togito, I can tolerate it. Bro, Togito is like, wait, no wonder you like the TV mode in ZZZ. You just have a thing for like TVs. The TV mode in ZZZ that everyone said was they didn't like, and the TV abomination creature that nobody likes in NTE are the things you like about both games. I know you're probably joking, but I know you're joking about Togito, but Togito was developed by AI clearly. NTE was such a good game for you. It gives you nostalgia. It makes you almost want to tear up. Really? Wait, what? Explain. Wait, you have to delete it and many other games to clear space so you can play it. Wait, so it gave you nostalgia for GTA 5? So you deleted it and played GTA 5 again? Yeah, okay, good game. Enfield is having this problem because of Arknights. Like, Arknights has integrated strategies. I mean, guys, the thing is, like, I've heard people talk about integrated strategies, and it sounds good. I don't know, I've never played it, so I just, like, don't know if that's something that, like, I would... Maybe if you really like the gameplay of Arknights, you would just, like, sit down and play through some rounds or something. What I really like about Night Rain as a roguelike is that I'm still like constantly like there's not really like progression as such, but at least you're getting like new relics and stuff. There's like some sort of like, I don't know, here's something for playing, you know. I don't know if I could do like if I could grind something for like literally nothing, you know. I feel like there has to be some sort of reward aspect or progression aspect. So weird to you too, because like the design of gacha games has always been like that. Once you get through the current content, the games aren't really designed to be played for hours on end daily. Yeah, which is weird because it's if you want that, if you want something like that, I mean, there's games that will satisfy that. There's games like Warframe, you know, you could get into that you could just play forever. I mean, you could start a new gacha game and like if you've like never played, I don't know, Genshin Impact, and then you downloaded Genshin Impact, you'd have like 6 years of content to do. It's like effectively unlimited, but I don't know. Warframe is like live service. The devs encourage you to take a break when new content drops. You mean like after new content drops? I don't know. I think this perspective when it comes to gacha games of like, where's the content? Where's the content? There's no content. There's nothing to do. I feel like it's the minority. It doesn't mean that I don't want to like ask for like fun game modes and content and stuff to do, but I think when it's a game that I like, such as Enfield, and then to see it get dragged through the mud when like literally every other gacha does the same thing, I'm kind of just sitting there like, you know, LOL, I guess. Like that's cool, but like I don't know.
And another stage of at space salvage, which, you know, is nice to do because those are more combat oriented in the game, which, to be honest, combat is one of the better things about Archetypes Enfield. And for the events,
he sounds like he likes the game,
Blighted
so
Sea, which was pretty much complete a series of objectives for the new area that comes with these patches, and you get about 2.5 pulls. And are getting another version of that with the new area that we just got. Then we got a cooking event, which is awful. The factory event, which I could not be bothered to with.
Like, why do people hate the cooking events? I mean, I just got to say it. Like, why do people hate the cooking events? They're just there to be like login events. Like, here's a little flavor. Here's a little like, you know, here's a little like window dressing for your login event. You know what I'm saying? ZZZ understood the vision. Hope some other company takes that. Okay, what is the thing about the TV? Like philosophically or fundamentally, what is it that you liked about the TV mode? Like going like in the grids, like going around to interact with stuff. What is enjoyable about that? Like fun, like gameplay design wise. What is that? What itch does that scratch for you? Dude, I'm kind of worried that the squeaking of my mic arm is getting captured by the mic. Night Rain is so sick. The Everdark bosses are just amazing. Best bosses in the series. True, Night Rain is sick, and the bosses are sick. Everything about the game is truly just, you know what? We're gonna play a game of Night Rain later because also I want to explain the game mode, and I want to explain what Silver Palace can kind of do for with the game mode. I mean, Enfield could do it too, actually, but I actually think Silver Palace could do it quite well. Personally, for integrated strategies, I think it's a good game mode. I think it's fun, but it's not something I would want to sit down and play every single day repeatedly. Yeah, I mean, like not every game mode needs to be that either. Usually the games that are like that are more like sandbox games as well, right? Yeah. In between content drops for Warframe, they know they don't have infinite replayable content. It used to be worse when they were preparing a huge patch years ago. And they didn't get a decent patch in like 2 years. Are we really still here thinking that this cooking event is anything more than a glorified login event and is taking away dev time from meaningful stuff? Like, I feel like this, this is what I'm going to say, right? Like,
the new area that we just got. Then we got a cooking event, which is awful.
I mean, genuinely, I feel like every time I've heard anyone talk about the cooking event, they're like, they hate it. Like, it's awful. Like any CC that I've heard talk about it, maybe it's like some like big like Matrix thing where it's like you know, one person hears someone say it and then they feel like it kind of like subconsciously invades their brain, and then like they then hate it, and then they like perpetuate, and they're like it's like a mimetic virus or something. Because like, but I don't understand that the hate for the cooking events or for the glorified login events. Play the Nun? You want to play Undertaker? I've not really dived into Undertaker, TBH. I've done I've Revenant builds, Duchess builds, Wilder builds, and some Iron Eye stuff. I have a Poison Iron Eye build. We'll see. It kind of depends on what boss we get. We'll see. Maybe we'll just end up playing like 6 games, you know? Maybe we'll just like play for like 8 hours or something, you know? How big is so are you talking about SP Silver Palace as in storage? If I deciphered that message correctly, we don't know because it's not out yet. Unless you meant something else, in which case, sorry. Enfield has no content for more than a month. It's just a chore simulator at this point. I think when we talk about no this is what I want to know. I think this is how we should talk about the concept of having no content from now on. I think we should if you're going to say, I'm not just talking to like anyone here, I'm not calling out anyone specifically, but if anyone in particular, like I think this is the most productive way to approach the issue of a game having no content. First, you need to figure out how many hours you've spent playing the content of that patch. And then you need to say, you know, for a 50-day patch, I got X amount of content of hours out of it. This amount of hours is not enough. I want more hours doing such and such. I want more hours dedicated to such and such. You know, I want more combat stuff. You know, like I want to know how many hours you've spent on the game. Because like if you've spent like 30 hours, 40 hours, like of like genuine content for a 50-day patch, like how much is not enough? I think that's what we need to know if we want to solve this issue of not enough content, of like no content. Because I think that's what's frustrating. Is just this game has no content. Okay, like, you know, like what have you done in the game? Have you done everything? You know, can you spend 50 hours and then say the game has no content? You know, like what are we working with here? Like, for the sake of clarity, that's not me saying anyone's wrong, but for the sake of clarity and understanding what we mean by this and how we should go about understanding this issue. This is the first 3D games that are trying to figure out a good pipeline to give out events and other stuff. Like, I do think there's less like minigame slop in Enfield, obviously. That's another reason why I get frustrated when people hate on like the cooking event, is because they're putting the cooking event in the same bucket as like the minigame slop, which is like in some, well, to be fair, in some games, like that is like the content model. Like that is what they are intending to give you. It's like, you know, when the new patch comes, you know, the majority of the new content you're going to be playing is minigame stuff, like pinball or, you know, HSR minigames or something, you know, like that is like a huge chunk of like the new patch content. And like cooking login event is not in the same universe as that. And I feel like in general, Enfield's content model is not that. So it's like, why are we kind of like pretending like they're the same, you know? The Bloodborne bitch? Bro, you're hating on Duchess? Dude, Duchess is so based. I mean, Bloodborne, what do you mean? What? Same people that love the Liven event in Genshin, which are literally the same thing because of the easy. Yeah, yeah. Okay, though, I want every patch to last for 6 months so I can expect cinema every patch plus game modes, minigames, when something actually good instead of copy-paste Genshin slot. Have we been getting copy-paste Genshin slop though? What is content for gacha games? For you, it's character events, stories. I don't know. I mean, anything that you spend time in the game, like doing, you know, not really counting, I guess, like doing dailies or something. You don't even have to count like spending your energy or whatever. If it's like, I spent this time doing the factory, I spent time exploring, I spent time, what's it called? Did I say the story yet? Factory exploring story. It's like the main stuff. And then maybe there's like events or something that you do.
The factory event, which I could not be bothered to do, and I guess some people might feel the same with that because I might have had to fuck over my factory a little bit, which I am unwilling to do. And for one of the final,
okay, well, the factory event, I mean, the factory event is the replayable factory content that people were asking for. So I feel like if you don't like, even if you don't like the factory, I feel like you have to mention that, you know. That is like the replayable factory content, like by making the factory like replayable in a sense where here's just like something to shake it up and like here's another reason to go mess around with your factory, you know? Like go like shut down this production line, like build this production line over here for the event, and then you can take that down and put that back up. Like it's basically like giving you stuff to do with your factory. I mean, that's what people were asking for, so. When I say bitch, I mean in a good way. Oh, okay. Okay. So like 10 minutes to set up? I mean, for you. Maybe for you.
events that we got, it was a picture event called Etchings of Our Cosmic Dreams.
Another login event, by the way.
Which literally was a picture event. I obviously did that because it took all of 5 minutes to do.
I mean, it takes more like 30 seconds, but.
And I'm not going to touch the Super Chef one. I obviously did the Subduer the Bladed Sea one because you do it as you complete the story mission. It's
Wait, you're not touching the chef one? The login event? I don't get it. What is... The what? This one? Okay, sure. Sure thing. Cool. Yeah, attention economy is a thing and game will die out in that time. Yeah. Yeah. A factory game, but factory is boring? You think the factory is boring? There's nothing to do because he couldn't be bothered to do it. I mean, well, look, in that case, it's fair if in his opinion, he like doesn't like the content, but then the video should be about like, you know, why I don't like this content. And then I guess you could say like, what kind of content do you actually want? Instead of like, there's no content. I think that's why I've these days, I don't take it as seriously when I hear someone just say there's no content. Cause like, for one, Like for all the years that I've been playing live service games, that's literally said all the time. Like at literally all times, except for maybe within the first week after a patch, like a new like content drop, like you know, DLC or patch or whatever. Then okay, like there's content for like a week or two, and then it's like after that, it's right back to there's no content, you know? So maybe you just don't like the content, which is fine, but love that photo event because the Perlica image that we get is so good. I mean, I feel like the stuff like that is just meant to be like low cortisol, you know, here, like go look at this pretty thing that we put in the map that maybe you didn't like take the time to appreciate, but like we're going to make you go and look and appreciate it. And it's like, oh, okay, it's like a pretty little thing, pretty little map design or whatever. Okay, cool, whatever. Like that's cool. Thank you. Hypergriff.
I'm guessing the curious use of Zero Light is going to be the same thing.
Not showing your Anfield screen? Oh, well,
And
I went back to
herein
the video,
lies
so.
the problem with these events and the factory event. These events offer almost nothing. They give you a poll or two, some resources, and that's it. You do the event in all of 20 minutes, or however long it might take you, and then you do it, and then you don't come back and do it again. There is no reason to come back and do anything once these are done. And it's kind of the same thing with Umbra Monument. I feel as if they should really just go and make Umbra Monument.
Imagine people were asking for an event like this for the entirety of 1.1. They give the most simplified version that can be done in 10 minutes and people complained it's too much. Umbral is insanely fun because you try it with many teams instead of just, yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can. I mean, I get the idea of like I said earlier, it's nice to have some reward system when you're doing stuff. Like if you're repeating the stages, it'd be cool if there was like some reward you can grind or whatever. I don't know. Like if they put some reward behind it, I would like probably replay the stages, you know, to like get a reward. Even if it was just like a cosmetic thing, like here's like a, you know, like those like the artwork pictures that you can put up in your like projector, like your slideshow. They could just give you that for like some characters. And oh, you know, here's like Yvonne in a swimsuit. No, I'm just kidding. You know, but you know,
Monument, a bi-weekly reset, kind of like how TOA would be, or whatever your equivalent is for your favorite gacha game. Turn it into either a weekly reset or a bi-weekly reset. Be better if it was a weekly reset, because it isn't the hardest thing.
The issue with bi-weekly resets and weekly resets is that I think like the impression that I've gotten from Hypergriff is like they're trying to maybe design like real content perhaps, and you know, not just because like just slapping a refresh, like a bi-weekly refresh on something isn't necessarily, doesn't make it new, it just like gives you a reason to play it again, you know. Like I feel like they're more their content strategy is more geared towards we're gonna make some sort of like game mode or like content experience or something, you know.
In the world,
from a critical standpoint, this isn't a good video essay. Really made it to the final script. It doesn't sound like a strict like essay
because
I don't know.
I'm just being honest. You do Umbra Monument, you do all the rewards, or you get all the rewards, you trim your medal, and then
it sounds more like a presentation of like some bullet points or something.
Yeah, you can,
which like is fine, but
test other teams in it. But there's only so many times you can test out the same teams over and over again if you're like a non-content creator. That's the problem with that, because
which is like true, you know, like Not everyone wants to just replay the stage over and over again. Another fun take, there's nothing to do because it doesn't give rewards. Are we playing games for fun or for rewards? So there's like nuance to this, I think, right? Because like look at any game, basically. Like look at most like live services, right? I mean, if you look at like a Warframe or a Destiny or something like that, when you're launching into a mission, like it's fun to play Warframe. It's fun moment to moment to like slay out on hordes of aliens and stuff, you know? But you know, would you do that if there was like zero reward to the mission? I mean, maybe you would just like go and slay out for fun, but I feel like you're grinding like for something, right? You're like grinding for some reward. Just like having just something like given, like, you know, just having something that you can earn a little bit after your progression is like pretty like classic for games. Dude, even that's the thing, like I even kind of went into this in one of my videos, but even like in a single player game like Elden Ring, like when you go and do a dungeon, there's like a reward for like beating the dungeon, you know, like you go through a cave, you clear out the enemies, you kill the boss at the end, you get like a little reward. You get like, sometimes it's useless for you, but like sometimes you get like a spell or whatever. And like, you know, I mean, there's some general sense of like getting something. Umbra Monument is so refreshing for endgame with heavy hitting enemies with mechanics and no timer slop. Yeah. The departure from DPS timer slop is one of the biggest reasons I believe in Hypergriff to come up with like good content. Yeah, but the rewards are bad. To get 2 pulls and a little bit of materials. Yeah. How many pools are we kind of getting per patch in how many pools are we actually getting per patch in Enfield? Does anybody know? Does anybody put that together?
I think Umbra Monument should be an example of how to do a supposed endgame mode, because it's not a DPS check, it's a skill check.
True.
Because that 10-minute timer is just great.
True.
And well, I mean, it's already been said before, but
this is the only gacha game with actual buildable gear instead of RNG gear, letting you swap gears builds for different playstyles. Especially great in Umbra Monuments. Yeah, dude. Yeah, like the like this is why I'm a big Enfield Hypergriff believer. Okay, it's because is that a link? No RNG gear and no DPS check timer slop. Like those two things, among many other things, but like those two things to me are like the, you know, if I had to tell someone in one sentence why Enfield is like has a different philosophy with approach to like the game than other gachas, I would say like look at those two things. Those have been like your quintessential, like everything copies this, you know what I'm saying? And now like for one of the first times, you don't have either of those things. Egg is not my favorite YouTuber. Try to watch his hate on Tonta's stream because I dislike Saint Tontas, but even that had no dissonance in what is being said that okay, I see. Yeah, I don't
modes like that have DPS checks are always awful. Like take for example your average TOA stuff in other gacha games. You do them for the rewards and then there's no point. But the thing is with Umbra Monument, despite it having a limited amount of replay value, the fights are in fact fun. The boss fights are fun. Now, the slug stuff in this recent one was awful, and the frogs were, you know, the frogs. But everything else about
the frog stage was so fun, bro. What do you mean? That was like chaotic and that was fun. What do you mean? About 80 and 1.2. How do we feel about 80? Like completely free to play?
It was a
No, he said same teams. I've never replayed Umbral Monument stages with the same teams. Always change it up. Yeah, maybe he maybe misspoke, but I don't know.
lot of fun. Now, I wouldn't say
I see your point. I was always thinking dailies should be harder and more fun, but people would probably complain that the game makes you play them too much. Yeah, I think dailies should be like super easy. Like the way that Enfield and Zenless Zone Zero has them, where you if you really want to, you can just log in and be out in 30 seconds. Cause that like lets you basically simulate a normal game where, you know, like if I don't want to play like Night Rain for a day, I just like won't log in. I don't feel FOMO'd or pressure to like log in and spend some energy or something. So I can just play it when I want to play it. And then if they have to have like dailies, it's just like in and out in 30 seconds. I don't even have to spend energy. I'm just, you know, I'm out of there. I prefer it that way.
it was better than the previous one, but it was still a lot of fun. And the new stage of Edge Space Salvage is just Edge Space Salvage. You're gonna probably do it once to get all the rewards and never do it again, unlike Umbral.
Umbral isn't really a skill check, it's more like a knowledge check. You understand how the stage works on the boss moveset, you can Bing chilling. I mean, that's kind of a skill check though, you know? That's kind of a skill check. That's still skill related. Like think about it this way, because it falls more in the category of skill check than like a DPS check, because a DPS check is like your typical like Tower of Adversity, Spiral Abyss, you know, some enemies just kind of spawn, and if you have like the right team and stuff, then you just kind of pass. And if you don't, then like you'll struggle a little more, but you know.
Umbral Monument. At least with Umbral Monument, there is some replay value, but not as much as there really should be, because there's no incentive or a reason for you to go and do it for most people. And when you take a look at all of this within 1.2 and the extended time that 1.2 is
80 pools is at least 1 6-star per patch, decent for free to play. I think yeah, I think that is fine, because I think that's probably pretty comparable to other games, because I mean, in that case, you'd have to like, you could like skip a patch and then you'd guarantee like one character every other patch or something. But not even that, because it's weird. Maybe like, yeah, I don't know. It's better than every other patch, like mathematically, but you know. With the slime stage, people cleared it with level 20 Snowshine? Like solo level 20 Snowshine, you're saying? They cleared it with that? How? I mean, she freezes. Does she freeze the ones that like can't be CC'd? Could be more, but I don't think it needs to be basically guaranteed. Yeah, I mean, I think depends on luck too. Like, you know, 50-50, you'll win, you'll lose, and then you'll like have some to save for the next patch to build back up to 120, you know, faster. I feel that even the ZZ and Enfield way has to change. Yeah, don't want to leave home because you'll lose 3 days of dailies. Yeah, dude, I don't really go on trips that much, but when I have in the past, I would like take my laptop with me and like log in. It's weird. Like it's hard to just like not to just like lose out on like 3 dailies or something. Yeah, it's a weird grip that they have on us. What average is 110, so 80 is same. Yeah, I mean, the thing is like the like 50-50s are on the same number of like 80 or 9. Well, yeah, like 80. But there's a 50-50 in Wua. But then like if you lose the 50, or if you lose the 50-50, you have to go like another 70 something probably. Whereas you just need like 40. So I don't know. The pools have like different value. They're not like 1-to-1 value. Slimes are percent HP damage, so you stack will to boost. Oh, so you just tank it. Oh, interesting. That's an interesting way of dealing with that. Oh, so low level operators have low HP and heal. Oh. Wow. Okay. Okay. She can also apply protect on explode. Oh my god. Okay, that's so smart actually. That's so smart.
Because remember, it's already been a month and we've got what? 14 days left? 18 days left of this rerun banner. This just feels awful. Because being honest with you, the patch should be about over right now. This patch should probably have a week left. And then we should be moving into 1.3. It would probably feel a lot less bad right now if this patch was shorter. And when you step back and take a look at it from afar, you see these events. You see the picture event. You see the cooking event. You see the factory event. You see the complete 5 missions and then you're done event for these new areas. And you look at it like, okay, I do these, then what's my reason for logging in besides my daily currency that I can get? There's no reason to. Like, despite my issue with other games' endgame modes and events, at least those events, more often than not, offer a lot more stuff to do. Let's take, for example, the ping pong event. Despite how some people might like it, there are a lot of stages to it, and alongside that, we have a combat event, which is a lot of fun.
Wait, what is he talking about?
That gives the bosses 1,000. There are the ping pong event stuff to do. Let's take for those events with other games' endgame modes and events. At least those events, more often than not, offer a lot more stuff to do. Let's
Hold on. What? Okay, I was about to say there's no way we're saying like the ping pong event. Like the ping pong event offers stuff to do. Like it's
take for example.
Okay, this is what I was gonna say also about the whole like no content thing. This is another thing I thought of when he was talking. It's like basically I think like Gotcha Smack has said this, but at a certain point, like Gacha games, you know, there's like the heavy amounts of like excitement and hype are usually, you know, when a new patch launches and then maybe like a week after that, right? There's like, that's when all the like the huge like hype is. And then like there's always going to be a period of like less hype and like when's the new patch coming, you know, like I don't know, dog. Like I don't know. Also, I don't know. I'm gonna get triggered if I have to listen about how like the ping pong event is better than like Enfield's content.
The ping pong event. Despite how some people might like it,
the
there are
event,
a lot of stages to it, and alongside that, we have a combat event, which is a lot of fun. That gives the bosses 1,000 health bars, and you have to do a certain amount to get the maximum score. Stuff like that. Like, let's just say, how would I fix this Enfield problem? What I would
pinball. It needs more pinball. That's what it needs. Yeah, the little mid-patch refresh. Yeah, that was I think that was a cool way of releasing that. Yeah.
Do is I would make an event. I would probably just straight up be honest with you. I would 1-for-1 do what Wu was doing with the Aced Combat Mastery and change it to more fit Enfield, because that would be a suitable event along.
Guys, don't laugh. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Don't laughing. You're not supposed to laugh.
Beside all of this, this game.
I just started laughing when he said, I don't know, I don't mean this in a mean way, but it's just funny how it was like, I would copy that one for one and then change it to fit Enfield. Like, I understand what he was saying. No, I understand what he was trying to say, but I just thought that was, I just thought that was a little, that made me LOL a little bit. Umbral pinball stage incoming.
Is just suffering from a massive content issue. And a big part of that is the events are just not fun, or these events are so tiny, there's really no point in doing them. Oh, wow. Thank you for the pull and a half. Thank you. Please give me more. And you see that and you go and do that. You're like, okay, well, I guess I'm not going to log in for the next 2 weeks, or I'm only going to log in a day for 5 minutes to get this, and then I'm gone. And you just sit there and look at it. It's just, okay, well, I'm going to go fuck off and do something else. And you might get some people that say, hey, it's a good thing that there's not enough reason to log in every day. And I'm like, guy, we're playing a video game here. There should be a reason to log in more than once a week to go do stuff, right?
Quantity is always better than quality. Love me a big box of big nuggets over a nice juicy sirloin steak. God.
And anybody that says that is just coping that.
Love that feeling.
Nothing to do.
Best feeling in the world.
But regardless, there are so many ways to fix this little issue.
True.
It's just, there's just not a sufficient amount of content, and the events that are currently in the game are not doing it, despite how much fun Umbral Monument is. And well, Etch Space is Etch Space, and I don't particularly care about it. I haven't even done the stage I was introduced in 1.1. But regardless, let me know if you agree with me on this. Do you think Enfield is suffering from a severe lack of content? Because I think it is. It truly is, being honest with you. I think it really is. But make sure you subscribe.
Sorry,
and
my
like
eyes just glazed over a little bit.
Let me know what your thoughts in the comments below. If
I
you're
heard
also
no
bored.
content, my eyes just kind of glazed over. I mean, you made a lot of good points, honestly. Like, it was like, I'm not gonna lie, like there was some like good points and stuff in there about, I think, like fundamental things, but I don't know, maybe like I'm just not as concerned about the whole no content thing. I don't know. It just doesn't like there are things that make me want to grab my pitchfork and like I'll give this a like.
With the game, but still deeply want to enjoy the game because the foundation and the roots of this game are incredibly good. But regardless,
yeah. See, and he likes Enfield. You know, he's an ally. He's an ally. So we did get a stacking game event. Wait, stacking game event. How can you know if their events are good or not if you didn't play them? Edge space. Guys, here's the other thing. This is another reason why I find it comedic when, you know, people are like, you know, they're in 1.0 and they're like, if 1.1 doesn't really impress me, I'm gonna leave. And then if they're in 1.1, the 1.2 doesn't really, if 1.3 doesn't really impress me, like, the funny thing is that like pretty much all of the content I think for these patches was like planned and worked on a long time ago. So in terms of like response to feedback, I think takes even more time to actually see feedback get implemented. So when it comes to edge space, I mean, we'll see if they like drastically change edge space. Bro, there's like a freaking gnat in my room. This is bad. The guy saying pinball is an amazing mode is saying others are coping for realizing gacha games aren't designed to be played for hours a day. I mean, like, is the pinball game mode like replayable content? Because I mean, like, thought experiment, right? Like, question. I mean, because you mentioned like how Wua has all this great content and like great mini games and like pinball and, you know, whatever. But like, is that replayable? Like, even that combat event thing that he mentioned, I mean, it's probably only replayable in the same way that Umbral Monuments is replayable, and that you do it once, takes you probably like, you know, few minutes, handful of minutes, probably less than an hour. You know, you do it, you finish it, and then you don't get any rewards for continuing to do it probably. So I don't know how long that one was. But like, at the end of the day, I mean, I know WoW events are like, they're not really replayable. So like that content's not replayable. So like, how is that better? Dude, this whole thing about replayable, no content. How long has the stream been going? 2 hours? Nice. Nice. So I've been saying these people are freaking out over content that was already planned and in the works since before launch. Basically, he just wants a refreshing combat mode because he's not interested in anything else, which is fair. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Guys, this is something like I've tried to talk about in my videos too, and this is why in my recent video where I talk about Silver Palace combat, I'm making a big like push to try and like give the feedback that combat because like fun, like combat in a lot of these gacha games are not fundamentally designed to even be replayable is the thing, you know? Because if you look at rotation, like Genshin and Wua and Neverness to Everness do this, but they're very like rotations based. Like you do your damage, you beat the enemy by just doing like a rotation through your abilities, not really engaging with anything, right? And you know, how is that necessarily replayable when every time you play this team, you're just pressing the same buttons in the same order, just over and over and over and over again, just like doing DPS, you know? There's not really like where's your skill expression? You know what I'm saying? Like skill expression is like, you know, executing your button presses correctly. So when your combat is not really designed to even be replayable, I mean, I think that is like my theory on why we like don't see replayable game modes in any of the games, because like the companies know that like the combat is not good enough to be replayed over like for like 4 hours straight, you know? The way that I can like play Night Rain or Elden Ring for 4 hours straight because it's like replayable, you know, that doesn't exist for like a lot of gacha games. So maybe like hard to swallow pill, but you know, pinball is not replayable, but it took forever. Hmm. I think people tend to have future sight with games like this, not enjoying the content as it is, but anticipating what's coming in the next patch. Yeah. Yeah, I think games need to be looked at as any other product. Play the product for what it is, not what's promised to be or could be. Yeah. The only replayable event in WoW was the one where you choose the difficulty. Yeah, the like contingency contract, virtual crisis, what it's called. Yeah, I remember that one. That was a fun one. But I mean, even that, it was like I played that. I did the max difficulty, and then after I got max difficulty, it was like, do I play it again? You know, like, you know? wonder what these comments are looking like. People said the comments were not kind. I mean, there's there's 103 likes and 204 comments. That's funny. Your argument crumbled with you not being bothered with by the factory event. I may agree with the combat content. It's just that they already announced CC. If it doesn't release in 1.3, I'm writing. I don't expect to have long sessions of this game since that's how gotchas are. But if you rush things and neglect on others and come and say there's a problem, it's on you. Yeah, like HG is trying to find the content. I don't know. That's something else I've said in a video, but like these, like I know HG we've seen with their integrated strategy. They had this interview with about integrated strategies and how they'll like test game modes and they'll have like testing periods to see like what do players like and stuff. So you have to like test ideas and they have to do internal testing and yeah, I don't know. I mean, I assume they're gonna come up with something. I said it was replayable, not infinite. Isn't that what I thought? Okay, I thought replayability usually stands for like infinite. I'm curious when people say there is no content, how long do you play a day? I'm not trying to attack. I think this is the question that I had, which is like, I think if someone's going to say there's no content, I kind of want to hear like how many hours have you played the patch, you know? Like maybe it's more, and it's you know, fair, it's subjective, that's, you know, your opinion, but maybe it's more fair or like accurate to say you just don't like the content that is available. You know, like I think this whole like there's no content. I think that line just needs to be erased from the public lexicon, and we need to be more specific about what it is that we're unhappy with, for the sake of like clarity, to understand what people are talking about. Yeah, there's a lot of combat events, but to me, the small amount of what we have is way more enjoyable than do this boss in 2 minutes that other gachas have. Yeah. Also, I don't really get the sentiment of there's nothing to do. When I play WoA, for example, I did pretty much what I do in Enfield. Log in, do all the events in a few days, then log in just to farm echoes or other resources. I've never been the guy to do TOA with different teams. Seems like HG are more into interesting permanent stuff that piles up. If you look at OG Arknights, more interesting content is not Annihilations, a weekly mode. It's the best roguelike. Yeah, basically like permanent content. Yeah, I think that's accurate. One of the main reasons Enfield feels dry is because there's no leak. Is that from the Mephisto video? Mephisto talked about that. That if you know the new, you just have like less news coming out on a regular basis, you know. If you don't want to do the factory manually, just check out Kiostiv, Real Sugar. Yeah. Guys, remember I said this last stream, which I mean, it wasn't that long ago, but like, you know, but I think when I looked at Kiosiv's channel, Kyo or whatever we want to call him, the fact that his like factory build videos still get like hundreds of thousands of views. I mean, like upwards of 200K or something, you know, Like the fact that that those get that probably means that Enfield is in a good place. Like those hundreds of thousands of people are not like, those are the people that go and look up the factory build videos, but they don't really engage in like, you know, a live stream or a YouTube video, or you know what I'm saying? Like, but those people are there. That's like your Enfield core audience, I think. So, or at least like a bunch of them. At least like the factory copy pasters. I'm not being bothered to do the type of content this game offers. That means the game has no content. Yeah, I kind of feel like I get that. Yeah, that line, that whole point got, he replied to this. I'm not fucking at my factory for a 2-pool ass event. Okay, I mean, I don't think that's the right way of looking at it. Because like that's your content that you do for fun. And like if it's all about the pools, then you know that's a different conversation than fun content, or like there's nothing to do. You know what I mean? Boa got their entire Cyberpunk collab, and we know that the upcoming characters from Genshin. Yeah, I know. Yeah. We have to continue to hear about these leaks that Kuro and Hoyo do nothing about. I'm gonna go insane. They're not leaks, it's marketing. Yeah, I kind of feel like I would not be surprised, you know? I would not be surprised. Cause like how is Hypergrip able to like keep an iron lid on all leaks, but like Kuro and Hoyo, like there's for like years, there's like always someone leaking, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure there's methods like what's the word for it? What's like the corporate term for it? Something just like trade secrets or something like that. There's like methods to like contain information. You know what I mean? I don't think it's like rocket science. Because I kind of like, I mean, we were supposed to play Enfield. I gotta start playing Enfield off stream, because like every time I stream, I say I'm gonna play, and I just gotta start playing the game off stream. Like I'm never gonna complete this stuff, bro. I still have this map. This is like 1.0 content. But like, okay, it's been like 2 hours. Arcanites itself shows that even having 6 months clairvoyance, the hype dies down eventually. Yeah. Factory event also had a bunch of progression materials, and all I can see is 2 pools. Yeah, like it was a pretty solidly designed event to me, you know? Like you got all the materials, you had all those materials. There's like, it's kind of locked behind, like you actually have to engage with the factory, you have to like build the gourds and stuff. You know, and like that's the thing about the factory, that when people ask for replayability, like that's what it is. Like the whole point of people were like, I saw some comments that were saying, you know, I don't want to have to like, you know, rearrange my factory to go build this and then rebuild that. Like, okay, but like that to me is like the only way you can have replayability in a factory. It's, you know, you either like build it once and then forget about it and just collect your materials passively, or you know, or it's replayable and you have to go and like rearrange some stuff, you know? And then when the event ends, you like rearrange it back. I don't know, bro. Just stream more? Okay, guys, going into the summer, I do want to be streaming some more. I do want to be streaming a bit more consistently, but I have to keep getting the videos out, you know? I have to keep getting the videos out as well. Ideally, like everything would just be like much more faster and much more efficient, but Like I like, you know. But it's hard sometimes. My perfectionism is like really bad. I'm not even like, it's not even that like my videos are not even like perfect. Like I would say I have a very bad combination of being like kind of mediocre and also like perfectionist, which like makes for a very bad combination of character traits. But you know, we are who we are. What are we going to do about it? What are we going to do about it? What is this? What was I trying to do? Valuables? Oh my god, I lost 19 of these? Enfield streamer doesn't play his game, LARPing to the limit. Do you know what LARPing means? Do you know what LARPing means? I think to get up to here, like I have to do the main quest, which is weird because like, has this just been here the whole time or was this, I don't even know. Personally, I hope that future factory events are more complex. What do you mean by more complex? Like what would you want to see from it? Every factory game like Victorio plays that way. You're constantly tearing parts down and rebuilding. It's normal in factory games, so we'd expect it here too. But yeah, that makes sense to me. Yeah. But you're human? Yeah, I know. How dare you be human and not be perfectly efficient? Yeah, I don't know. What should we, like, what should I talk? I want to make another, like, Enfield video soon, but what should we talk about with Enfield? Should I make a video addressing, like, the whole, like, there's no content phenomenon that, like, we just talked about? That could be something. That could be worth exploring.
My device is ticking. Maybe there's something
Lock
nice
in?
nearby.
I got this. Check this out. There's something around here. Above, look closely, jump. I think this guy's trolling me. I think that chest is down below. I want to say it's down there. Yeah, do you see that? Maybe there is something up there too. Wait for the 1.3 stream? Oh, is that going to be... Oh, it is. It's like on the 20th, right? Hold up. I build 1.3 stream. Yeah, when there's more news, there'll be like stuff to talk about. Oh, the 22nd. Okay. 22nd. Stream the new patch notes? Yeah, we could do that. Do a secondary blue quest for that zone? Okay, I think... Fucking Nat. Guys, I think, what we've been dealing with recently in my household, I think what happens is that, like, a pregnant gnat will, like, somehow get inside and then will, like, you know, lay its eggs somewhere, and then a bunch of them will hatch, and you have to, like, deal with all of these gnats in your house. And I think they're like, for the most part, they're like gone, but that's been kind of a headache the past week that I've been dealing with. Kind of a nightmare, actually, but it's not that bad. I've seen some like nightmare videos of people who will like be gone from their house for like a vacation or something, and they come back and then there's like millions of gnats flying around. So I guess we're kind of lucky. On this Friday it is, yeah. By more complex, in the current one we got 2 new recipes that were just a rehash of existing recipes from Valley 4. Okay. Could have been something that really makes me combine stuff and do stuff in a different way. Okay, so yeah, okay, I get it. That makes sense then. By more complex. How do I get up there? Oh no. Probably got to get up there, then jump off, I would say. You see, guys, you see that's your hippocampus at work. That's your navigation. That's your navigation part of your brain at work, right there. That's why, like, Enfield, I think, is just designed to make smarter players. Okay, how do I go up? Right there? Why is it designed like this? There has to be just like a straight staircase going up, right? Is that a... This is like crazy design. There's not. Okay. Should definitely do some catching up off stream. Rip the sanity boosters. Here's stairs. Yeah, I mean I should. Dude, the thing is, like, if I was more motivated to form, it's just that I have such a great like nest of savings that at least until I get to the point where there's like a character I really want that I don't have enough pools for, then that's when you feel like super motivated to go start grinding. But for now I feel like I'm getting a little complacent. Okay, I'm like totally on the wrong one. Wait, how do you even... I can just jump off like this. There we go. The live stream timing is really weird. It's 4 hours later on NA than in Japan. Yeah, are they... well, because it's not like an actual live stream, right? It's like pre-recorded. So it's not like they have to like, you know, go back and translate it or something for EN.
Why do some Aurelin float around while others just stay still? Ah, que meraviglia.
Oh, she spoke Italian again. Nice. Dude, I think Rossi is an example of like one of the best what's it called? Implementations of like a bilingual VA. You know? Like her English is so good, and like when she slips into the Italian, it's like perfect. Like I don't know. It's like so authentic. I mean, like in a like not authentic, like it like flows like so smoothly. Like, you know what I mean? Mifu is elegantly lewd. Here's your idea for new Enfield video. Okay, I'm not copying analytical vibes. Okay, I'm not making like Arknight's lewd field videos. What the hell? There's just a thing here. Why is this down here? Bro, the thing about the no climbing is like I actually love the verticality of exploration, like actually having to look around to see how you get up to like higher levels. It's kind of just like, I think it's just better than having straight up flight or wall climbing, like Breath of the Wild wall climbing. It's the Mother Tree of Desire's fault? Lord of Mysteries reference? Oh yeah, that's another video I'm gonna make about Silver Palace, is the Lord of Mysteries video. That one's in the works right now. I want to look at all the Lord of Mysteries parallels and kind of an excuse to like talk about Lord of Mysteries a little bit, actually, but I'm excited for that one. Okay, there's the other thing. That's the chest. Dude, I hate that I can't make that jump. Alright, I said, okay. Alright, we played our games. How do we get up there? Like, you obviously can't jump from there. Maybe, like, from a higher level again, but that doesn't... Seems like cheating. Can I even get up there? In architecture, there's something related to inefficient design to make people walk more and be more healthy. Wait, that's literally what this is. What the hell? Like, the bridge to get over here is like all the way over here, and then... Oh, wait, there's a chest here. Okay, there's this stuff over here. But how do I get up there? Into that set? You can make a gnat trap for your issue at home. Bowl with apple cider vinegar with a drop of dish soap, like Dawn. Cover it with cling film, plastic wrap, and then poke small holes with a fork. Oh, okay. I kind of came up with my own little trap, which was coffee. For some reason, because what I noticed is that I would just leave my coffee out and there'd be like a gnat in it or something. So like coffee with creamer, I would just like leave it in the rooms and like it would actually catch them, so like they would just fly into it and die. So I pretty much cleared them out using that. It honestly wasn't that many. It wasn't like my house was infested. There was like, I don't know, like a dozen flies or something. It wasn't like that bad. Wait, this would have been perfect. Actually, the opposite. I have more motivation when my pull count's higher because I like having the big number be even bigger. That's a good point. I feel that too. I feel that too. I think I do like big number does make brain happy. Number go up make brain happy, but I feel my largest motivator when it's like existential and it's like, oh, I could like miss the character, you know? But I don't feel compelled to like pay hundreds of dollars. I just feel compelled to like do content that I haven't done. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like I've been like, if I've been like an HSR, I've been like stockpiling content for like 3 years, and then I'll just like go and do it, like simulate a universe or something. Oh sheesh! No wait. This is fun. I'm having fun. What do you mean you have no content when you can do this? Wait, see? Holy. No content?
We usually bury these good finds first, before anyone else spots them.
Holy. So I'm gonna do it again just for fun. This is replayable content. 360? Bongi also speaks Chinese during the burst sometimes. Yeah, that's pretty cool too. Yeah. Dude, something, I don't know, something about the Rossi, like Rossi VA, I think just, like Molly Zhang is, that's her name, right? Molly Zhang, who voices Fongy, is really good too. Oh my god.
An impressive acquisition.
The only thing I don't like of Rossi is the scent. It's so cringe. Wait, that's the, you mean when she like sniffs? Wait, that's like the best part. What do you mean? What do you mean? That's like the best part. It's so immersive because like she's like a wolf. You know what I'm saying? Sorry. Sorry. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. You're not allowed. Pog is good. He speaks Russian sometimes. Okay, I haven't played enough Pog. I haven't played enough Pog. I should put my physical team, try my physical team again. Some of the lines they couldn't get off fast enough, so Molly was just like, so I can just say this in Chinese if that works better. Oh, that's so cool. That's super cool, actually. So yeah, because there's like for the burst, there's like a certain window, and like it's probably designed at baseline for the Chinese, so she just like did it in Chinese. That's, dang, that's cool. Bro, how do we get up there? Okay, let's use our brains a little bit. If I can get up to here, I can definitely... That's connected, right? So then I can go over there and like the chest is there. So how do we get up here? There has to be a way, right? You can't really jump from that. Like, I need to get up there as well. I've already ran this way. I've already tried this. Just drown. Recently watched Lord of Mysteries anime. Weird how you don't hear much about it online. It was good. It was it is really good. It is really good. I feel like I don't know, it's not really talked about that much. Cause it didn't really, you know, like I don't know. I'm not really, I wouldn't, wait, I'm shredding. I wouldn't say that like popular opinion is like the guide of like what is really truly good, because, you know, you get stuff like Solo Leveling winning Anime of the Year. Oh, so like I'll die if I go in there. So like what is... This is death, right? Yeah. Okay. Crony did or Kiara did with Rossi VA? Yeah, I think we heard about that. It was Rossi VA's first EN dub, yeah. Jump pad on the building. Yeah, dude, for Lord of Mysteries, I think like the thing about the anime is that this is what happened for me, right? So I basically came across it when like 3 episodes were out. I watched the first 3. I pretty much like fell in love with it. And then I was like just wanted to see what happened next, like so bad. I figured out it was like books. And when I figured out it was a novel, I was like, oh yeah, like I'm definitely that made me really happy because like I could just read it. Wait, hold on. I mean, that's obvious, but like, I prefer like novels to manga, if that makes sense. Like if the source is manga, I don't really like manga as much, but I really like novels. So yeah, I just went and read it. And, the thing about season 1, Lord of Mysteries, is that they actually do cut like a ton of stuff out. I'm going down this path like the 3rd time. Like I'm fucking insane. They cut a lot of stuff out of season 1 that if you have the context from reading the novels, it's easier to understand, but I could see it being like kind of harder to understand. Is there a jump pad like on one of those buildings maybe? Is that what we were talking about? Probably not, right? Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know, bro. Solo leveling wins anime of the year. Free run gets shafted. It is what it is. It happens. But in terms of books, I do, from what I've heard, Lord of Mysteries is like one of the biggest series in China. So it has the popularity for sure. This is for a side quest? Bro, I'm so confused. Maybe I should just run around and do all these quests first. So I don't like come across a puzzle that is like quest locked. Oh, that's funny. You can like react. I'm so immersed. It's so immersive. What's your current favorite gacha? You like ZZ then Enfield? Mine is Enfield then ZZZ. Yeah. So just flipped, actually. Oh dang, this guy. Yeah, I pumped this out like probably like months ago at this point. I pumped all this. I need to get rid of all these pumps. They're like really like getting in the way, but can I yeah, nice. Please don't tell me I'm gonna need these again, bro. Actually, don't tell me. Don't tell me anything. Oh, I might have needed that for connection. I think it's okay. Wait, she did the sniffing thing. Guys, see, it's peak. It's peak. It's like, it's cultural immersion, guys. You don't get it. You just haven't, you're not able to like put yourself in the fantasy world, you know what I mean? Because like, the thing about fantasy is that there's gonna be things that are, you know, like the hallmark is like there might be things that seem like weird to you, but are like commonplace in the fantasy world. And if you just can't, you just have to be able to wrap your mind around that. It's on my face. Okay, false alarm. I mean, maybe I don't know if I got it, but There's one in, there's like one left in here. There's like one gnat. Dude, I hope I don't need all of this.
Is it a spirit?
The pool with the floating platforms is side related? Oh, okay. You could fill them with acid after you do that quest. Tab and use stash mode? Oh, yeah. Okay, good shout, good shout, good shout. Sounds good. Forgot about that. Dude, my inventory is full. I think we're fine. This was one of my favorite concepts of Quest and Enfield. The whole like drain the pool and then go down and explore it. To me, that was one of the coolest things they did. Like exploration could just, you know, in general, open world exploration could just be like this, like times 10. I'm sure there's like a puzzle that over here that I'm like not doing right. Like, what do I need to spray with water? Oh. Dude, I can't spray because